Hello, this is Josh from CollectionDX.com here with another review. This time it's the second Beast Drive piece that I got, the BD02 Bullet Shark from 52 Toys. This is the companion piece to Wheel Raptor, and same basic box format. Nothing on the back. Pretty much a kind of a standard model kit box, but again, as we said before, not necessarily a model kit. You have a core frame that you add a bunch of parts to, and it can go between Jet and Shark. And you can buy this on its own, or you can buy it with the bonus parts, which are clear parts. Basically, every part on the sprue that goes in this, there's usually there's 4 sprues of clear in this. So you can get this as the bonus or get this on its own. So in the box you get instructions, you get the catalog and the water slide decal. Here is the core unit, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues of parts. And if you watched the previous review, you know that all of those parts will end up going on this frame, which doesn't look like a lot now, but when it comes together, it's going to look great. As opposed to the other review, I'm not going to do like every step of the assembly. So when next time you see this, it's going to be all set up. It's going to have stickers on it, and you'll get to see the whole piece together. But it should take you about 20 minutes to put all of these on this. Make sure you get some clippers to clip the little nubs off the sprues, and another hour to put all of the water slide decals on, because those are a bit of a pain in the butt. But what you will have, you will see in a moment. So here is the Hydro Bullet Shark, all stickered up and put together. It's it is cool, right? It is very cool, but I'm a little less into this than I was the car one. It's just not like a super convincing jet. I mean, it's I like it, but I like the car better. I guess that's what I'm saying. It's their, kind of the same level of complexity and construction, but I think I'm just more of a car guy. I don't know. But that's not saying that this isn't super well done and super cool. So if you're just sort of aesthetically like this, you won't be disappointed in it. It doesn't do anything in jet mode, as in there are no wheels, there are no missiles, there are no, it's just like, this is jet mode. You do have the opening cockpit here, which is a bit of a challenge to open, to be honest. I keep, I'm not quite sure what the best way to open it is. I can't use that. I used to have a thing here I could use to just pry stuff open, but all right, I got it open. So you do have the cockpit, and this pilot's beast is a little tiny whale dude. Ooh, he's very slippery. A little slippery fish, shark, not whale, shark dude. So, kind of cool. He does fit in the little cockpit. And you can interchange those between the two vehicles if you want to. Everything here is super stiff, which is good, right? It's supposed to be tight and stiff, so, but some things may need a little more oomph than you're used to giving to get them to move. So just keep that in mind. It'll probably loosen up a little bit as you transform them a little more. But yeah, that's jet mode, and let's transform into shark mode. All right, we're going to transform this into a shark. Okay, so this whole assembly in the back becomes kind of a tail, where you'll see. And then this whole, it's an interesting mechanism. We got to pop this up, right? See what's going on? Turn that nose around. And then this whole assembly in the middle, sorry guys, kind of comes around. You have to detach these fins, and that comes around, and then the shark neck kind of comes out, and then that pops back into place like so. So you can see where the shark mouth is coming into play now. The wings on the side, they're little tabs here. Well, you could do this first, just pull up the fin. These little tabs and slots will come together on the side. And then once this middle fin is up, you bring these pieces in, okay? You got your fins. And then the back just kind of straightens out. So it starts out kind of like in this position, and then you go here, and then hit that click, and then up. So that's how that it goes. And voila, you have a space shark. The jaw opens and head is articulated somewhat, okay? The fins on the side can move and be in position. This fin can move and even go side to side if you want it to. What's great too is that they managed to work in really good tail articulation into the build that works in, you know, in this mode. So you can kind of see you have some really good tail movement. And that's basically the shark mode. It does have a little connector on the bottom here for a Tamashii stand, or, you know, there are other stands that use that as well if you don't want to specifically do a Tamashii stand. But you can get some really great kind of action poses out of it, I guess you'd say, you know, shark action. It's a great way to display it because, you know, sharks, you know, they're not land sharks, right? They swim. So you can use this to position it swimming, or you can use this to position the jet flying if you have one. I think everybody who has a toy collection probably has a couple of these Tamashii stands kicking around, but it's worth having like a bunch because so many toys now are using this sort of generic connector to enable your figures to stand, right? So it's a really good buy in general to get one of those, not included with this set. What is included with this set, though, is the bonus clear parts, which I have talked about in the other review. And I gotta say, this one was more difficult to put together originally than the last one. So as you can see here, you get 4 sprues of clear parts. I'm actually not gonna do that on this review, or ever, I think. This one was just more difficult to put together. There were some parts like these little caps here on the end of the wings that were just very difficult to get in. And, you know, some multi-part pieces that snap inside each other. I don't feel like it. And I really like the way that this looks. So imagine all of these colored parts clear. All of this blue, the dark blue, and the green would all be clear. I kind of would have liked different clear colors with the clear sets, so make the whole thing a translucent green. That I would have done, right? Or translucent blue, like a crystal blue clear shark. But just the plain clear is not really my jam, you know? But overall, it's a fun build. You know, again, it took me 20 minutes. It's very toy-like in its end result, that, you know, you can muck with it and play with it. It's not fragile in any way, but it is a lot of fun. What really is time consuming is all the little decals, all these little minuscule color pops that you see on the parts that are, you know, those are all water slide decals. And again, they're worth doing, but it took me like an hour to get them all on. And there's even little like no step and vent so you know, I think that's fun. Another thing worth noting too is that some of the coloring of the kit, the toy, isn't necessarily accurate to the box or the instructions. So if you look inside, you have some little like splashes of gray and some vent colorings, you know, little bits here that you just don't, you know, you don't get on the final model, and they're not stickers for it. So if you really want to represent the box art, you probably want to do a little bit of color, like, you know, this light blue kind of mechanical highlight along the fins. You know, that's not there. So that's up to you if you want to do that, customize it, but I think this looks pretty good as it is. Anyway, this has been Josh from CollectionDX.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again to 52 Toys for this sample. Hopefully we'll see some more from them. Take care.